It is not Jean Clark Beach, it is Jean Clark Park, including dunes, wetlands, and forests. Scattered pieces of new parkland cannot replace prime coastal land. I believe the action of the City Commission to turn over park property to be illegal. The 2003 consent judgment reads, "The court permanently enjoins the city from using any portion of the property depicted as Jean Clark Park for any purpose other than bathing beach, park purposes, or other public purposes." It doesn't require a law degree to understand which legally ensures public use of the park for perpetuity. It doesn't require a business degree to realize that a golf course is a private, revenue-generating enterprise, not open to the public at large. Parks are valuable resources that must be protected. Jean Clark Park has such protection under the law. I believe conversion of the park into golf usage to be immoral, since the park was given by the Clark family in memory of their infant daughter and intended for children to enjoy. At the dedication, Mr. Clark stated, "The deed of this park in the courthouse of St. Joseph will live forever. Remember then that this is your park, it belongs to you. The beach is yours, the drive is yours, the dunes are yours, all yours. It is not so much a gift from my wife and myself, it's a gift from a little child. See to it that the park is the children's." The Clarks envisioned their gifts would stand the test of time and be used by the children and families of Benton Harbor. All of the city's people are owners of Jean Clark Park, the most valuable real estate within the city's limits. This is their beach, their dunes, their legacy. It is for the children.
I asked him if he had ever seen anything comparable done anywhere. He said no, because it would be impossible. Even if it was, he said, it would be necessary to construct huge solid barriers to keep the sand off the greens, and even then it would only be partially effective at that. My uncle concluded that the developers must ultimately have something else in mind other than a golf course. The barriers alone would defeat the purpose of having a view of the lake from the golf course. Furthermore, it would destroy any semblance of natural ambiance for beachgoers. It could become Benton Harbor's version of the Berlin Wall. Incidentally, his Jack Nicklaus signature condominium is now worth less than half of what it was a year or two ago.
There is change. And change means choices, some of them extremely hard choices. We have a choice to live in three neighborhoods: victimhood, entitlementhood, or opportunityhood. John Nellis Clark would live in opportunityhood. He would have little use for people stuck in entitlementhood and victimhood. He was a man who knew change brought tough choices. During World War I, he led the Liberty Bond campaign in Durham County. He played rough. Let me quote. As county chairman of the last three Liberty Loan campaigns, in each case more than the amount allotted to county was secured. This was the rawest work in which I ever engaged. The committee was given use of the courthouse where we held our...
The developers dressed this proposal up in fancy clothes and convinced some people the project benefits all. But stripped of its dress-up clothes, the naked truth is this. Harbor Shores wants to take the best of Jean Clark Park's magnificent shoreline and dunes from the public. Private development interests already have chipped away at the park to build expensive private homes. These bits and pieces, taken as a whole, represent a significant loss without significant public economic gain or equal exchange of recreational land. The proposed trade-off is an insult. A patchwork of unconnected, partially contaminated wetlands is no replacement for globally significant dunes. We contest the appraised values of the properties being taken and being offered in exchange. The law says these must be equal in financial and recreational value, and they are not. We contest the fact that Harbor Shores proposes to take the dunes and park in 2008 without providing access to improved mitigation property until 2011, despite federal law that requires they occur simultaneously. We believe the proposed exchange will have a negative impact on recreational opportunities of a poor community, a violation of the federal environmental justice executive orders. We believe that stripping the vegetation from the dunes to pave the way for a golf course will destabilize them, and that runoff from golf course pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers have no place on the shores of the Great Lakes.
You know, I'm going to get away from the statistics and the legalities, and I'm just going to look at this in a moral issue. I don't know how many of you have children, but the park was given to the children of Benton Harbor 90 years ago. And I just feel like it's pretty shiesty. And And Wilcie is a great person, but that's a terrible decision because it was a gift from parents who had lost their child. It's a memorial to a baby who passed away. It was a gift to the children, you know, and I have to ask, if people are okay with this, where are your morals? Would you deface someone's tombstone? No, you wouldn't. This is a baby's memorial. You know, it's just basic right and wrong. Why would you disrespect the clocks? And why would you disrespect that baby? This is kind of like sacred ground. People have been married there. People have been baptized there. You know, it's this beautiful little place that's like 3 minutes from downtown Benton Harbor or St. Joe.
Your lease of 22.11 acres of Gene Clark Park for use to construct 3 holes of the Jack Nicklaus Signature Golf Course. First of all, your proposed actions are in direct violation of the consent judgment of January 2004 of record that specifically states that no further land would be usurped from the park at any time in the future.